Charles, you are the wind beneath my wings.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Thank you. I am not the technical one here.
I know.
I freely admit that. You know, we come up with these ideas and you make them happen. Like, how did this come about?
Believe it or not, it's all because of Anchor. Anchor has the tools. It lets me record, edit, and distribute right from the computer. Sometimes I do it from my phone. It's just as easy either way.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're on like dozens of platforms, though.
It's true. Anchor makes it easy to distribute our podcast on platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcast, and dozens more. It's everything we need, and it's all in one place. And you'll love this part. It's all completely free.
Oh, thank God.
Right. I use Anchor for pretty much every aspect of getting our show out there and into the listeners' ears.
That's amazing.
It is. And if you, dear listeners, want to get into the podcasting game, you just need to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Maybe Anchor's the wind beneath my wings.
Hey!
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Cool
yeah,
up in here.
yeah.
Skip it up.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
And we talk about
it.
crimes, man.
True crime,
Crimes
petty crime,
that take on the essence of
on Florida.
Not so nefarious criminals.
That was kind of a bit much right there, but
That's just messed up.
you messed up.
Let's see what we got cooking.
I get into
Man, y'all
trouble.
be paying for this shit.
Oh, hi.
Oh, me. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Courtney?
I'm here, just chilling. It's National Cat Day. I think it's National Cat Day today, isn't it?
I think it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Cats.
Let's celebrate. I should have made the cats all a little dessert today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot that we have a show to do.
We do.
I have an intro. Hang on.
Do it, baby.
Hello and welcome to Not So Nefarious Criminals, where we discuss anything and everything having to do with Florida man or, I don't know, Iowa man. Hell, we talk California man or Texas man or even Maine man, but our main man is the man, the myth, legend, Florida man. Oh, Florida. A place where people go to retire and meth heads go to cook meth or die. But everybody dies because, there's two things in this world you can't avoid after all. Death and taxes. Anyway, I'm Courtney and my lovely co-host is embarrassed by me right now, but her name is Amanda. Her name is Amanda
I'm not going to
Cronin.
deny that.
Her name is Amanda Cronin. So if y'all want to talk shit about me for how cheesy I'm being, you can hit her personal email address and we will include that in the show notes. So there's
don't
that.
break my email. Don't break my email. And hey,
So-
don't we have some guests today?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah,
we
right.
do.
We're here.
We are here.
Yeah, perfect timing because
I almost forgot.
we talk about karma on this show a lot of the time. So the Full Circle podcast, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please
We're
tell
happy
our
to be here.
listeners about yourselves.
Well, I am Charles Tyson Jr.,
And I am Martha Madrigal.
and we are the hosts of Full Circle, the podcast. We can't not do that.
We love it. We love it.
And Full Circle, the podcast, is a news commentary show where we talk about headlines that affect the LGBTQ community, or as we will forever say it from this point forward, the LGBTQ community. We talk about the good things going on, the bad things going on, which is usually a longer list. And then we talk about fun things, like we call it our pop culture palate cleanser. We talk about the TV and movies and music that we're currently enjoying. And that's
Awesome.
us.
Yeah.
Speaking
I
of
love
pop
it.
culture palette cleanser, y'all are on the right podcast right now. Before we continue, so you guys recently just interviewed Chris Matthews. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we did. So we went to our first live music performance in 2 years or whatever it was, in June, and we went to see Susan Warner. And two of my really close friends are friends of Susan's. So we picked up an interview with Susan Warner. It's on our list. It was really, really terrific. But we were completely captivated with Susan's opening act, and that was Chris Matthews.
We were, yeah.
And she's just fabulous. She's this incredible butch lesbian. She is an anomaly in folk music. She is a black woman, which doesn't happen all that often.
No, it does not.
And, all of her music is about something. All of her music. It's good. It's inspiring. But it's really on point, and she does not waste the words. So we finally got a chance to sit down and talk to her, and it was just lovely and refreshing and good. And it was a really... Yeah, it was a good interview.
I told her that her newest album, Changemakers, was basically like our show in music form.
Wow.
Because it's like queer politics and coming out and gun control and Black Lives Matter and America needs a readjustment. I'm like, this is our show. This is what we talk about.
Yeah, yeah, kind of.
She's a whole vibe, man. Y'all did an amazing job on that episode.
Thank you.
And we are so incredibly humbled and happy that y'all are joining us for this episode.
I love it. This is fun.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. Amanda and I do true crime, and on our public feed, we're pretty serious. We didn't start serious at all.
Okay.
But, growth happens. And we decided that even if we feel that humor sometimes can take you out of a really troubling or traumatic situation, sometimes there's a time and a place. And, with the whole, there's a conversation going on about ethics and true crime. So Amanda and I decided that we were going to take ourselves out of the humor aspect when it comes to like the real serious stuff. But with that being said, we all still need a palate cleanser. And
indeed,
Florida Man is the palate cleanser.
Yeah,
nobody dies. Nobody does anything terrible. They just, it's terrible, but it's not like I'm going to take somebody's whole life and livelihood away from them,
Right.
So
yeah,
we'll just make fun of them. It's fun.
Yeah,
So-
we get it. We get, because we talk about everything.
Yeah.
And that's, we owned a bar. Well, we are a couple. We've been together for 10 years. We've known each other for 20 years. And, just the nature of our relationship is an anomaly to most people. Like, I'm a white trans queer woman, and he's a black cis queer man. And
it's true.
We, have a house and 2 cats and a Pomeranian. And, our life is pretty mundane, but we talk about race and gender and orientation all the time because that's, our life.
That's
and
how we do. Yeah.
how we come at life and all that. So, so a lot of it is really serious, but then you kind of just do reach the point where it's like some of it is so absurd, especially when we're talking about the news. It's like, how can you not laugh? How can you not laugh? And find things to laugh about. So.
Yes. We got to laugh about something.
But it's just, it's so weird because we said, this could be interesting, just the conversations that happen in our house. And we get more feedback just about our interaction, I think, than we do about content.
Yeah.
And it's like, just, I love you guys. I love your banter. I love your, that you love each other. And it's like, well, okay, cool.
I'll take it.
Cool. Yeah. That should not be such a
special
hard thing to find or whatever, but it works.
But
so
here
we keep doing it.
Right.
We keep doing it. And we've had some great guests and we've had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
I think
let's
it's really
talk about it.
appreciated with the when you have the right chemistry, no matter who you are, because it's not, unfortunately, it's not normal these days. Anybody having good chemistry. People have said the same thing about Amanda and I. It's like they're like, oh, I've never met 2 women that are at the age that y'all are at that get along so well. because women are typically kind of at each other's throats sometimes.
Yeah.
Do what?
I mean, it happens. Like what? I don't know. And the reason I say that is just because a lot of times we talk about there's social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's the way that people interact on social media, and they say things they would never dare say to your face.
Yeah.
They talk to you in ways they would never talk to another human being in person.
Right.
And I get, maybe it comes from the dampness in the basement when they're typing. Like, I don't know what causes it, but it's like, you would never say that to me on the street. I know that you wouldn't. So yeah. And I think it just amps it up all in all relationships, between women, between dudes, between certainly when they're talking about the trans community. People lose their minds, and it's like, maybe it's because we don't see each other face to face often enough. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. All we need is love. Love is all we need.
That's the answer.
Correct. Yes.
These motherfuckers keep coming up with more and more questions, but that is the answer.
Right.
I knew a daycare lady, and I was coming up the steps. She watched both of my children. I have 2 grown children, and I had never heard her, interact when I wasn't around. And I'm like coming up the steps, and the windows are open, and this child is just having a meltdown and causing her such angst. And she just said, "Child of God, stop." And I went, "Oh my God, I love that." Even when she's mad, she's reminding herself. Child of God. And I was like, that's like, those are her curse words. That right there. Like, it's like, you're in the right daycare when.
That's what's keeping her from picking up a child and shaking it.
I'm going to steal that, because sometimes I just...
You're welcome to it. I did.
Awesome.
I used to say it in my office, "Child of God, you need to step back."
When Amanda gets all like rowdy over there, because Amanda's the rowdier of us too.
I can tell.
She's just getting warmed up. She's just getting warmed up.
I'll just be like, "Child of God."
Right. Yeah.
Calm your titties.
Both of them at the same time.
Both of them.
No, that's that. I can't do that.
Or even Total Recall, like all 3 of them. So.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just went way back.
Now I want to watch that movie. See what you did.
Right.
I know. I kind of want to. Now that I'm 39 and not like 10, I kind of want to rewatch it and be like, why was I so scared of this movie? Because that movie scared the shit out of me when I was younger, and I don't remember why.
Because
I
the
remember
Martians were a little creepy.
Well, yeah, but I think somebody got something stuck in their eye or in their head or something like that. It was what's his name? I almost called him Steven Spielberg, and it's not his name. It's
Paul Verhoeven.
No, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
Spielberg.
That one.
Same thing as Steven Spielberg.
Exactly.
They have a hard to say name.
When I think of one, I immediately think of the other.
Why not?
Steven Spielberg is always running around being like, "I'll be back,"
Oh my God. No.
Okay.
Now, do you all like the same kinds of movies? Do you
not really.
No.
No, I mean, not really.
Amanda,
Like,
what's your genre? Like, what do you like?
Rom-com. Like, I'm just
okay.
I can turn on the Hallmark channel and be completely happy.
Okay.
I can also turn on American Horror Story and be completely happy.
Right.
I mean,
I'm okay with
it depends on what mood I'm in. I'll turn on Gilmore Girls, Vampire Diaries, One Tree Hill. Those are my...
So you were a UPNWB kind of person.
Yes.
She is.
Gotcha.
Totally.
And Chutney, what about you?
Chutney. Yay! I'm Chutney.
You are.
I heard that on an episode. I thought it was cute.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, she's Amanda with Q's.
There's a reason I'm asking this question.
No, sure. I actually really like psychological thrillers. I mean, I like horror, but like I really like the kind of, I don't know, man, like the psychological thrillers, because you really get like deep into like what that person, you know, that main protagonist, whatever, what they're doing and why. That shit just gets to me. So like Silence of the Lambs, would that be a? That would be one, yeah. There's so many. I know, but there's not many I've seen. There was one, I want to say it's Gothica. That one was one that really stuck with me.
Oh, was that the one with Halle Berry?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then The Butterfly Effect, and of course...
I love The Butterfly Effect.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
You know, there was... God, there's so many. But yeah, I love those kind of movies. The ones that make you think and at the same time make you stay up for 3 weeks. Yeah, because it's you're not like, my thing. Yeah, I love those.
Charles loves horror movies. Depression and anxiety and all that. I like to we're escape aligning. To my happy shows.
We just found out a couple that we're friends with. They, like us, have very different tastes in movies. And so, like, he has a horror buddy now. I'm like, you will go to the movies.
Yeah, because I want to see Nope. And this one will not.
You and Natalie go to the movies, and me and Meg will, you know, go drink, or we'll watch Rudy or some shit. Like, we'll figure, or Sweet Home Alabama. Like, we'll find a movie.
And we'll come back and not tell you about it.
And I don't want to hear about Nope. It's just not, you know.
Yeah, our movie tastes are like polar opposites. I like horror and psychological thriller and things where shit blows up.
Yep.
And
yeah, no.
And you like that triumph of the human spirit. Bullshit.
That's my favorite. Do you know, Coda was my favorite when Coda just won Best Picture. Mm-hmm. And that was one of the best new movies I've seen in at least 5 years. Like
3 times in a row you watched that movie.
At least 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I love everything about that movie. That's like
I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard amazing things.
It actually is a very good movie.
So good. It's so good.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, and you feel good.
One movie that I think that we all, like the 4 of us, would love, that has everything that we're talking about in it, is the movie Heathers.
I love Heathers.
I've never seen it.
I love that movie.
You've never seen Fuck Me Gently with a Chainsaw.
You say the things from Heathers all the time. I feel like I have had the movie read to me or recited to me, but I've never seen the movie.
That's my favorite movie. That is my favorite movie of all time, and that's how actually how I've really fallen in love with the Doom Generation podcast, because
we love them.
We do, yeah.
We did a 4.5 hour happy hour with them.
Yeah, they covered that. They covered Earth Girls Are Easy, which is another favorite of mine.
Yes.
That one, and it was because of Earth Girls Are Easy that I had a huge crush on Jeff Goldblum when I was 10.
Oh wow!
Only to watch The Fly and change my mind.
And it all went away.
We'll see. The Fly started the crush on Jeff Goldblum, but only the first hour, obviously, before he becomes a fly and gets all gross.
Yeah, I was like, you know what?
Never saw that one either.
No, that's not a you movie.
No, never saw it.
I never finished The Fly after that. I was just like, no. I saw Jeff Goldblum and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go move on to Val Kilmer now. So
sure.
I mean, there's always, shirtless Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park.
Meh.
Well, it's not shirtless. The shirt is open.
Yeah, but meh.
But it was Earth Girls Are Easy for me. Like, he just was, to me, 10-year-old, 11-year-old me, I was like, man, that guy's hot. Like, he is just hot.
Now, that's Julie Brown's in that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Julie Brown.
Her. And she wrote the theme song.
Okay.
The title.
Okay.
I've
never seen it.
Yeah. Amanda, if you haven't seen that movie, you need to watch it.
Because I'm a Blonde is my favorite.
I'm sorry, we're supposed to be talking about Florida Men. I don't know.
I mean, close enough.
Presumably they watch movies, but probably never. Probably not good.
I can talk about shows for a long time. But
I mean, like we kind because we don't watch a lot of television, so we kind of document what we watch and talk about it on the episode.
Right. I tried to get you into Sandman, and you were not having it.
I
Hey, I
watched
have
one.
a great podcast that y'all should listen to, by the way.
Okay.
It is called Fandom Family Chats. And it is hosted by Amanda.
That's my other podcast, but
Okay.
I don't know if they watch those kind of shows. It doesn't sound like it. It is. It's like the Vampire Diaries, and Gilmore Girls, and we have like 17 different shows that we talk about on the podcast. But
Is
yeah,
Buffy
check it
in
out. It's
there?
my other podcast. No,
Is
not
it?
Buffy.
No Buffy.
Okay.
No Buffy. We all
never
do love
watched
Buffy,
that.
but nobody ever really wants to listen to about it anymore.
I
They
never
like
watched
the new
that.
stuff. Stranger Things we're talking about right now.
I've never seen that.
I love Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
I really like Stranger Things. That
Same.
This
wasn't
season was the
wasn't scary.
gayest season ever.
You keep
It was
saying
the
that.
what?
The gayest
Oh,
season ever.
because of Will.
Because of Will, because of Eddie.
Oh, I love
Eddie
Eddie
and
though.
Steve were the gay couple of the season.
With their son
Eddie.
Dustin.
Yeah, right? Thank you. I'm like, this dynamic is interesting.
Oh, wow.
Mommy Steve.
I still don't want to see it.
No,
And there's no dick, right?
no, there's not.
Because you can usually get me to watch something if there's dick in it.
It's
That's
true.
the only reason I watched Ryan Reynolds. What was that one?
Oh, Deadpool.
Deadpool.
There is
Deadpool. And I
there is a
watched
dick
it
in
twice.
Stranger Things, by the way.
Is there?
Oh, but just
Yeah.
the one.
His
Where?
name is
When?
Vecna.
Not what I meant.
I see what you did there.
Not what
I
I
was
meant.
like, was it
I
really?
was
'Cause I think my kids watch Stranger Things.
Right, and I'm like, I would remember that.
You have me thinking really hard.
Hey,
Right.
speaking of the upside down, are you guys ready to dive on into the magical world of Florida?
Sure.
I like
I'm
that.
trying
I
to be
like
funny and I'm failing at it, you know? Like,
No.
good. Okay, so who is first?
I don't care.
I can
Courtney,
go
you
first.
want to go first?
I can go first.
You like going
Yay.
first? Go first.
So before I start, hey Amanda,
Yo, me. Hi.
I actually have a question for you.
Oh,
Actually, I have a question for everybody. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what's my question?
Okay. Have y'all ever seen an insane amount of your favorite like Fabuloso brand floor cleaner and
Yeah.
at the store and just got super fucking excited about it?
I have a really funny story off of that, so remind me
No,
of that.
but I've seen it.
Right.
Yeah.
And, well, so we can all agree that we get excited over like cleaning products. Well,
Yes.
This
Some
woman-
of them.
this woman probably did too, but she also committed arson and it has absolutely nothing to do with that. So,
Okay.
this one is not in Florida. This one is in North Carolina. So,
You're
Oh,
already
same
breaking
thing.
the rules. I think you told me there were rules.
oh no, but sometimes so it's Florida, the essence of Florida man,
Oh,
right?
it's so you didn't say essence. Okay.
Most of ours end up being Florida because that's
Well,
Because
because
Florida man's busy.
Florida.
yeah.
He's a busy man.
But we are in North Carolina. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
No.
to derail
You are
things.
absolutely-
I just do that.
You were fine, but I really wanted to share this because not only is he not in Florida, but he is actually a woman. And this was
Okay.
also in July of this year, so July 26th of 2022. And
Okay.
Salisbury, how the fuck do you say that?
Salisbury.
Okay, cool. North Carolina. A North Carolina woman apparently seeking revenge on her ex-boyfriend tried to set fire to a house owned by someone else, according to his tried to set fire to a house owned by somebody else, according to a sheriff's office. The Rowan County Sheriff's Office said in a report that a homeowner, God, I can't talk today, in Gold Hill was awakened Friday by a neighbor who saw a woman trying to set fire to the house. There were bundles of wood and a fire on the front porch, and deputies found a jug of oil that they say was used to start the fire. As the homeowner went to get a garden hose, you know, like this should be in Florida.
Right.
He saw burning pieces of wood around a propane tank. The garden hose didn't work because the woman had apparently used a sealant to block the flow of water, deputies said.
She planned this.
Yeah. But this is not the home. Wait, this is just somebody's house? She doesn't know them?
She was trying to commit arson on his house and missed.
She got the address wrong? Is that where we're... I'm just...
That's a hell of an oops.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to... Yeah.
No,
I'm going
this
ahead.
is why we're on this podcast, because we're all like, what the fuck is happening? So the homeowner grabbed a rifle and confronted the woman who was holding one of his dogs on a leash. With law enforcement and emergency personnel approaching, the woman drove off, the sheriff's office reported. Deputies arrested the woman and charged her with felony first-degree arson, assault with a deadly weapon, which at first when I read this, I was like, assault of a deadly weapon. She was holding a dog. But
I mean, what kind of dog?
And larceny of an animal. I have never heard of larceny of an animal.
So she stole his dog.
Wow.
How'd she get it on a leash? I have so many questions.
Right.
I do too. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But bond, are y'all ready for this? Bond was set at $101,500.
It's pretty high.
Yeah, it's steep.
Arson, I guess.
Right, yeah.
It couldn't be determined Tuesday if she had an attorney. Investigators, here's the funny thing. It's not funny, but it's fucking hilarious. Investigators estimate the home sustained approximately $20,000 in damage, but her bond was at $101,500. So that's my first story. It's not Florida.
Wow.
It's not
But
man.
we still don't know why she lit that particular house on fire.
She just
She
didn't know
wanted
where
to
he
get
lived.
revenge on her ex that set fire to the wrong house.
Had it been that long since she'd seen him that she forgot where
I guess
he
she
lived?
didn't know. She thought he lived. She probably got the address wrong.
I'm gonna have to put a Google alert on this because I too want
Yeah, no,
updates.
I have so many questions.
I want updates.
I have so many questions.
Her name isn't even mentioned in this. Like, this has to be. I know it's real news because it's coming from AP News. I don't even know if that's a legitimate site, but I hope it is.
Okay. All
I
right,
mean,
but it was on the internet.
Yeah, so it's gotta be real.
It has to be true.
That's not the kind of thing you make up, though.
No, but I mean, seriously, like, if you think about it, like, North Carolina woman wants revenge on her ex, so she sets fire to the wrong house.
And,
On like a
so Fabuloso really never did have anything to do with this story.
not at all.
That was just a thing you wanted to inject. Okay. All right. I see how this game is played.
I smelled Fabuloso on my way out to have a cigarette earlier and was like,
Okay.
And it's stuck.
hey, I'm an Aquarius.
The green one or the purple one?
The purple one.
Always.
Oh, the purple one. See,
The
we
purple-
we never liked the purple one, but we used to buy the green one, right?
I have
I
three
like the
bottles.
purple one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. For some reason, purple just always feels
Okay.
cleaner. I don't.
Then green? I thought green always was cleaner than purple.
The
No?
green smells better, but in my head, the purple works better. There is no rhyme or reason to this at all.
No. And
No,
we
I
usually
get it
go-
though.
Yeah,
I get
Mr.
it,
Clean
too.
anyway.
Yeah.
I think.
I like the purple one because it's got lavender in it, and lavender calms me down. But the green, I do have to say, smells cleaner.
That's what I'm, because I love the smell of lavender.
Yeah.
I love the smell of lavender.
I
And
got that.
even iron with lavender water.
Ooh.
Oh, so there.
I have a lavender linen spray that I spray on my
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
It smells
Yeah.
so good.
There's a lavender water that for ironing that, irons
So
in
your
the-
clothes can
I don't
relax.
iron very often. That's not a chore that I
Lavender.
like to do. I
You know,
just
I
redo
don't-
my dryer.
Yeah, I don't want to make it sound like I do.
Yeah, I throw 3 ice cubes in the dryer and a fabric softener sheet, and it's fresh.
Done.
Yeah.
Forget
All you
this
need.
ironing
Hold
nonsense.
on. Ice cubes?
Yes, with a
Yes.
wrinkled shirt,
Yeah.
you throw it in with like 3 ice cubes. And
I am
makes,
fucking. Am I sheltered? I'm sheltered.
You can use a damp towel too. That works.
You can.
Same idea.
It's the same idea, but the ice cubes seem to pummel it a bit.
Right. It gives it a little bit of like what's that, agitation.
Yeah.
And you don't have to remove anything extra from the dryer because the ice cubes go away.
Yeah, they just melt.
That sounds awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna start doing that.
It's a thing.
You're welcome.
You know what ice has in common with Florida Man?
No.
What? Sometimes ice is also known as meth and vice versa.
That's true. That is true.
Okay.
All right, who's next?
I have one that's actually out of Florida.
Go for it. Let's hear it.
This was from First Coast News in Florida, and I decided to look up my birthday, which is December the 8th. This was from December 8th, 2018.
Hold on a minute. You said December 8th?
Yes.
You're a day after my daughter.
Oh, wow. She's the 7th.
Yeah,
she's Sagittarius.
Obviously.
She's a Sagittarius.
I'm a Sagittarius too, so.
Oh,
I really love Sagittariuses. They're some of my favorites.
Mine too. And Leos.
Leos are all right.
I have an ex as a Leo.
Oh, see.
I got a lot of love for Leos, man.
I'm the best Leo.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with that.
I'll agree with you.
All right, so this was on December 8th
of 2018, out of St. Petersburg, Florida. The headline reads, Florida man offered to pay officer with hamburger for oral sex, police say. Frank Capone got busted trying to offer a female officer food for oral sex, according to a Pinellas County arrest affidavit. Local police are cracking down on one of the world's oldest crimes, even if the attempted transactions are unconventional. A Pinellas Park man is accused of offering to have oral sex with an undercover St. Petersburg police officer in exchange for a hamburger.
Not a cheeseburger.
On December 1st. I will gladly blow you today for... No. It was Wimpy and Papa. According to the arrest affidavit, Frank Capone, 57, propositioned a female officer he thought was a prostitute. Authorities arrested him on a prostitution charge. It's unclear what type of burger was allegedly offered.
McDonald's, for sure.
I thought that was fun. I just thought that was fun.
But not a cheeseburger.
I love it.
No cheese. That's extra.
I think she arrested him because she was offended.
I hope she was undercover.
She was hungry.
Walk up on a cop. Check this out.
She was hungry.
Yeah.
Oh,
hungry. She was hangry.
Hangry.
I would arrest somebody too if somebody didn't offer me a hamburger.
I will trade you a hamburger for oral sex.
Oh no!
Yeah, Florida man.
Florida.
I see. I thought that was classically for Florida man from my birthday.
My questions are: did he just get the hamburger, or was it cold? Because you know that kind of like
it doesn't say.
It doesn't make a difference.
It doesn't say. I don't think it matters.
Was it a hamburger?
No. It was not. It was a hamburger.
No cheese. That's the other part.
But yes,
but not a cheeseburger.
It was one of those handy sandwiches that you can carry around.
Probably didn't have anything on it.
It doesn't say anything about the cheese, but yeah. I feel like we're missing the point.
No, it's really funny because like you chose a hamburger story, and that's funny because I have a hamburger story a little later.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Wow. It is a fun one, but not near as fun as yours. I love yours.
Are we all about food tonight?
I don't know.
I just think it's weird that it's also, you'll see. I'm going to go last, but anyway.
Who's next?
Who is next?
I'll go.
Okay. Amanda's.
Okay. So mine is... I'm not going to tell you the title because I feel like that ruins it.
Oh, shit.
All right.
I want the title.
So this is from Miami, Florida.
Okay.
We're going to a little city.
Okay.
So the police...
Right.
The police say a 36-year-old Florida man is accused of stabbing a woman with a fork over an undercooked potato.
Okay, food. Again.
I told you guys we're all about the food tonight.
See, it's not done.
So, Action News Jax reports that Kenneth Crumpton was arrested Monday and charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
Can I ask a question? Crumpton?
Crumpton.
That's my question.
Crumpton.
Like, yeah, Crumpton. That's a funny name.
Crumpton.
A little bit. Yeah.
I like it.
One of my very first girlfriends in grade school, her last name was Crumpton.
Was it?
Yeah.
Huh.
One of
That's
my
funny.
first boyfriend's last name was Gooch.
Ooh. Wow.
Ooh. Which
Gooch.
makes me think of the bully that used to always beat up Arnold on different strips.
Makes me think of Auntie Mame.
Oh, yeah.
Gooch was the maid. Remember she came home pregnant?
Yes.
Gooch. Yeah.
Gooch.
Peggy Pass.
Continue.
Continue. Sorry.
All right, so he's remained in the Nassau. I know this
Nassau.
word.
Nassau.
Thank you.
Something.
Every single time I read it, I say it wrong. County jail on a $25,002 bond.
What is with these bonds?
Wait, what? $25,002.
It's always a round number on Law and Order. Like always.
Right.
It's like, what happens if I'm $2 short?
Oh, in
Then you don't go
Philadelphia,
home.
your ass stays in jail.
You don't go home.
Better go beg for a hamburger.
Hey.
That's what it, you know what? That's what it was for. They wanted to get like $1, something on the dollar menu.
Oh, okay. So Crumpton told investigators he threw the fork at her and it glanced off her head.
Okay.
An arrest report says the victim told a witness that Crumpton stabbed her in the head with a fork. Jeez.
Maybe he thought she was the potato.
Yeah, potato head.
I was just trying to see if it was done.
So the police said the woman had multiple stab wounds and blood was on her head, but she refused treatment for her injuries.
Oh man.
So do you think it was the girlfriend, or do you think it was the potato?
What? Well, you know.
If somebody stabbed me in the head with a fork, I am pressing charges.
Well,
Yeah.
it sounds like hopefully she did, but over a potato. People get funny about their potatoes, I guess.
Oh
I
man.
mean, it's just about any. I really think that the topic is like unintentionally about being hangry.
Right? What is the headline?
The headline is Florida man accused of stabbing woman over an underdone potato.
There we go.
That's
I mean, I remember being like a little pissed that my fries were cold, but
There was just a murder. There was I just read.
oh my god, that's right.
There was just a murder
Over cold fries.
over cold fries at a McDonald's.
Yes.
I think I saw something about
Yeah,
this.
there was an altercation, and then so the employee got in a fight with this dude's mother over cold fries, and apparently then somehow the dude, who I don't think was part of the original equation, winds up outside with the employee and pulls a gun and shoots him over cold fries.
wow.
And the dude was in jail and the guy died. So now he's up on murder charges.
Wow.
Over cold fries at McDonald's.
Are you
Yeah,
fucking
that just
kidding
happened.
me?
That was like this week.
And that's what I was going to say. I've never been that mad. As mad as
So
I've ever been
senseless.
over cold fries, I've never been that mad. Not once.
That's not like a mentally sane person.
No.
It's not.
No.
No, it's not. But I'd be like, okay. Well,
I mean, at that point, I would excuse him for wanting to Karen out and be like, no, redo my fries, but don't fucking shoot somebody over that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, and I don't, again, we don't know if the employee got really surly refuse to give her warm fries. I don't know.
Right.
Still.
But I mean, still is correct. But I mean, people get insane.
Yeah,
I mean, cuss them out, but don't anyway.
I mean, how many fights do we see at these fast food restaurants late at night?
We eat very, very little fast food, but when we do, I'm just happy if there's the right number of items in the bag.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you know what? It's a shitty job. I used to work fast food. I know. Just count the items.
Right.
So, you know,
I get
how different
crazy.
are they going to be? And let's go home.
Right.
We have Whataburgers. I don't know if y'all have a Whataburger near where y'all are at, but
I've heard of that.
I am particular about their fancy ketchup.
Oh,
And
so
their
good.
ketchup is the shit.
What makes their ketchup fancy?
I don't know. But,
Onion
like,
powder.
is that what it
Really?
is? Is that what it is? I don't know. I'm obsessed with that shit. There was times where, like, back in the day, they would give us all of this extra ketchup from Whataburger, and I would store it so I could use it on McDonald's fries because I used to not like
See.
Whataburger fries.
Oh,
But
wow.
their ketchup is awesome, and so lately they've been like really skimping out. Like if we ever go to Whataburger, they'll be like, "Do you want any ketchup?" And I'm like, "Yeah, put like 10 in there." So they'll put like 2 and say, "Oh, I heard 2." No, you fucking heard
you
10.
didn't. No, you
Put 8 more in there.
No, I go inside now, and I
Oh.
just like reach behind and like grab them. I'm like,
There
I'm
you
sorry,
go.
I'm ridiculous. I have kids. I blame it on my kids. I'm like,
Are these in
they're
packets?
insane.
They are.
No,
they're like a little like boxy looking packet.
They're like the dip. It's like they're like in the
Oh,
dip.
like that.
yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
If y'all can like look on Amazon and see if y'all can find like the bottle of that shit and at least
They
try
sell
it.
it by the bottle.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
It's
so
that good.
Now,
It is
with
so
the
good.
fancy ketchup, when you dip your fry, do you have to have your pinky up or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a
Not
must.
me. I will put like 15 fries up in that bitch and I'll just eat it.
No, I do
they-
one at a time. I savor it.
Oh, okay.
Because they're fancy.
There are, well, see, I used to love Arby's sauces.
Yes,
oh,
I do.
the
Horsey
Arby's sauce. Oh my gosh.
And Arby's sauce, which is their version of barbecue. And
Yes.
I mean, I don't really eat meat anymore, but I used to get, and it's pressed roast beef. And the thing I liked about that was there's no gristle. So, and I would like deconstruct the sandwich and use like 3 packets of horsey sauce and 3 packets of Arby's sauce and rebuild the layers with the sauce. Really, it was a sauce sandwich.
I just always love hearing you say horsey sauce
Horsey sauce.
because it always sounds so cute to me, and I think part of it is the sheer joy that comes over you when
I
you say
love
it.
I still crave
Horsey sauce.
I still crave Arby's sauces. It's not
Yeah.
the sandwich, it's the sauce.
I dip my curly fries in it. Everything
Mad.
goes in it. I'm like,
Yeah.
fill
Mad.
up those little white cups they have.
Yeah.
Get like 6 of them, and I just like dump them on the sandwich as I'm taking bites.
Right. Right.
I don't even dip. Like it just I pour it.
I see.
Oh,
I
I'm
sit there
getting
and
hungry.
play with it so that I can make sure that every bite has both kinds of sauce. It
So
has to.
good.
You get
Now
so
I'm hungry.
I'm
And it's kind
hungry
of a
too.
slice.
I know. Look what we're doing.
Sorry.
No.
No, one
Sorry.
more thing, since we're off topic, I want to bring something. Have y'all ever had crumble cookies?
No.
No.
Being good this week.
Is this a Texas thing or is
No,
this a
crumble
Southern
without the
thing?
E at the
No,
end.
it's
Oh my
nationwide.
God.
Oh.
crumble cookies?
Crumble.
So
Let
back
me
in
guess. Crumble spelled with a K.
no,
Oh,
it's just crumble, but
CRUMBL.
comes in a
No E.
pink box. Oh my
Okay,
God!
I knew it was spelled fucked up somehow. I
A
knew it.
pink? I've never seen them. What are they? What flavor are they? What?
You get, so it's different every week, and
Yeah.
the cookies are like really big.
And it's
So
cracked.
you only eat we like order like 4 of them, and it's like a new flavor every week, or new different flavors. So you get like 4 different flavored cookies, but they change their flavors every single week.
Oh.
Is this like a bakery?
Kind of. So
They just do cookies.
yeah, it's just
It's like-
cookies.
but it's a store.
You just go in
Online,
and pick it up.
yeah, they make
Like at
them
the
in
gas
different flavors.
station or?
No,
I just DoorDash mine.
Oh.
I would
okay.
say
So
it
it's
would be like
insomnia
it would be
cookies.
like Starbucks, but instead of Starbucks, it's just cookies and ice cream.
Crumble cookies. Okay, well, right, because Insomnia Cookies has. So
Yeah.
maybe it's like that. We have
Yeah,
that.
That's what it
Back
sounds like.
in like
And they're big
March
and
or
delicious.
April. Back in March or April, we decided that we were going to do the True Crime Podcast Festival here in Dallas.
Okay.
Okay.
And then right after, I was like, hey, Amanda, I'm going to need to go on a diet because I want to have a good impression on these people because I have really bad social anxiety. She's like, yeah, okay. Hey, have you ever had crumble cookies? And so it's August.
You can't lose weight without me, okay?
It's August.
Derail.
It's August. We have a week, almost 2 weeks left for me to lose 80 pounds. So that's great.
You got it.
Okay.
It's gonna be easy.
In 2 weeks.
Just don't think about food.
All you need is like
Love.
the right size intestinal parasite, about this big.
Yeah, right?
I just need a really good stomach bug.
Don't do that.
Right? Who said that? I'm one stomach flow away from my goal weight. Who was
I
that?
forget.
Somebody said that.
That's like this from a movie.
Is it? Yeah, I knew I heard it somewhere. Kels, do you have a Florida man?
Oh, I do.
Did you bring one?
So mine, I picked this one because it's that perfect marriage of trashy and clever.
Okay. Like me.
Not quite. So the headline goes, Florida man accused of using Koolaid packets to steal nearly $1,000 in Walmart merchandise.
What?
Yeah. This is from
Sounds
Fox
legit.
23 News. Now, this
I
is
kind
actually
of feel like I know where this is going because I used to work in retail.
I don't.
This is actually kind of clever and it's
Okay,
trashy.
okay.
So North Naples, Florida. A Florida man was arrested Sunday on suspicion of using Kool-Aid packets to steal $994 worth of merchandise from a North Naples Walmart. Bradley Young, 37, was charged with grand theft and shoplifting after Collier County Sheriff's Office deputies said he hid the powdered drink packets in his hand while scanning expensive items. In turn, each item he scanned at a self-checkout register rang up only 24 cents each.
Oh, right. This never occurred to me. But what about once it gets to the bagging area? I guess he was avoiding the bagging area.
That's a
Go
good
ahead. I'm
question.
sorry. Go ahead.
According to deputies, Young used his ruse to purchase a $248 scooter, a $119.87 dual navigation system, $160 worth of batteries.
Wow.
Essentials.
Right. In all, Young rang up 3 Kool-Aid packets, along with a handful of other small items for a total of $24.44, but the actual value of the items taken was $994.13.
I think he saved a lot lot of money.
I'm saying,
If
Great
I would have
coupon
gotten out of the
code.
store.
right, that's the problem. You got to move fast when you do that shit.
This is why they want to magic marker your receipt at the Walmart.
Right. So a loss prevention worker at
They
Walmart.
do up north.
Right. So basically, the loss prevention worker, they recognized him from an earlier incident. So you don't do it in the same store.
Well, he didn't want to draw. Gas is expensive right now.
And they watched him in the self-checkout lane. They said that Young also took a soda and a fan from the store's shelves and returned them at customer service after showing workers there a photo of a receipt on his phone.
Oh my
Young
God.
remains in custody with the Collier County Sheriff's Office and is listed as a convicted felon in Ohio. So he did this stuff.
It's
in
kinda
multiple
brilliant.
states. It is kind of brilliant.
He just
Except
got
he
caught.
didn't get away with. He didn't get out of the store. So
I can hear
Gotta
my
be
father
focused on
now.
that.
If you would
So-
just take that energy and
See-
initiative and put it towards something positive,
Yeah.
like getting a damn job.
right. My guess is he did it once and got away with it, like with one item.
He was like, I got a new occupation.
Right. And then he got greedy over time.
You don't
'Cause
go to the same store.
It's possible, especially if it's a bulky, like it's possible if it weighs nothing and you ring it up, it doesn't trigger the bagging thing.
Right.
Or if it says, do you want to bypass the bagging thing? Like you want to put something large right into your cart.
Right.
So it, and maybe even he did it by accident the first time. And then he went, and he figured out this thing. But you go do that with one item, not your whole cart.
Right.
Well, that's just dumb.
Well, if anybody ever wants to know why Neiman Marcus doesn't sell Kool-Aid packets, now we know.
Right? I don't blame them.
I always wondered.
I had a former family member who used to go into what is now would be Homo Depot. I can't even say Home Depot. Homo Depot or Lowe's, but it was like Heckinger's. Anybody remember Heckinger's? So anyway, he would go to Heckinger's and they had like Home Depot does. They had like a contractor's entrance. Mm-hmm. And then they had the regular checkouts, and he would load a cart with stuff and then push it through out the contractor's entrance because there wasn't even always someone standing there, and he'd wave an old receipt if somebody was looking, and he went shopping.
Wow.
Yeah, he used to do it all the time.
These are some brilliant people.
Yeah, and I was like wow.
With some luck.
Wow. So here's my question. I'm gonna pose this question to everyone.
I would never be that lucky.
Me either. No, me either.
When you heard about the Kool-Aid packets, what flavor did you think of? Go.
Cherry.
Red.
Mine was red as well. Yes.
Red.
Yes. See, you've
They're the
learned.
same?
No. With black people, there are two flavors of Kool-Aid:
red,
grape and red.
Grape and red. It's not purple and red. It's grape
and red.
I thought of red.
Red can be fruit punch, cherry, strawberry. Doesn't matter. Red.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about fruit punch. I don't like
Honestly,
fruit punch.
you know what? I see why, because like even if whether it's cherry or fruit punch, like they still all kind of taste the same, don't they?
Right.
It's Kool-Aid.
They
It tastes like
taste
Kool-Aid.
Right.
It's flavoring with 2 cups of sugar.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking when you were bringing up the Kool-Aid packets, I used to work at a higher end, retail place. This is actually where, me and Amanda became friends, sort of. Like, we have a longer story than that, but anyway, there would be people that would come in, and before they would come in, they literally would dye their hair with, Kool-Aid packets.
Oh, yeah.
And then steal all of the Gucci and Prada and shit. And then leave.
Ooh.
Because they could easily wash their hair out. I'm just like...
Oh, so you're looking out for a red-headed or a blue-headed person.
And they're not.
Right.
Diabolical.
Because their face changes when they color their hair.
It's bizarre. But yeah, that's what I was thinking, because that's why I was like, I know where you're going with this, but I was totally wrong. You just blindsided me.
Yeah, how about that?
Hey, I have a hamburger story.
Do it.
Oh, yeah. So everything is food.
Yeah,
That's cool.
We've had dinner. We've had potato.
Yes.
Kool-Aid.
Mine was a hamburger story, but this is another hamburger story.
Mm-hmm. We got
so
Food this week.
Okay.
This one is shorter, and this one's this one's just adorable. It's not anything crazy and stupid. And it's also in Texas, so I'm totally just taking the week off from Florida.
Okay. Okay.
All right, in Kingsville. This was May 18th of this year, and it was published at 9:45 a.m., just in case y'all were wondering, by somebody named Holly Ford. Who cares? Order up. Texas 2-year-old buys dozens of cheeseburgers using mom's phone. Okay, I take that back. It's not adorable because I would be kind of pissed if somebody ordered.
Mommy was busy with a new uncle and she was hungry.
So
I bet only half of them
I fill
got
in my
sick.
own. I fill in my own blanks.
So it says, this is just adorable. I'm sorry. Barrett's mom thought he was using her phone to take pics, but he had other plans. On Monday, Kelsey Golden opened up her door to a DoorDash delivery driver who was dropping off more than 30 McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Wow.
The only problem is the Kingsville, Texas mother of 3 didn't order them. There was like an Instagram. Oh, it says As it turns out, her toddler did. And it shows this picture of this really adorable little 2-year-old with a pile of hamburgers.
Aww.
It's on an Instagram. It says, I have 31 free cheeseburgers from McDonald's if anyone's interested. Apparently my 2-year-old knows how to order DoorDash.
Don't go saying that on Instagram. People are sucking dicks for hamburgers out there.
Right.
Aww,
it will come to your house.
Allegedly.
So Golden's youngest son, 2-year-old Barrett, had been playing with his mother's phone. He usually likes to take pictures of himself, and so he was doing that, said Golden. Instead of snapping selfies, Barrett was placing an order for 31 McDonald's cheeseburgers to be delivered to his house. Total price, $91.70. Barrett,
What kind of hamburgers? Because that's not regular hamburgers.
Cheeseburger.
Barrett had even given the driver a $16 tip.
Oh, that was really nice.
Wow.
Now, see, I was giving the 2-year-old the benefit of the doubt that he didn't know what he was doing, but you put a tip in there too?
Well, it probably did it automatically while he was clicking through. But still, why did she get them for free?
No, she didn't get them for free. She gave them away.
Oh, she gave them away. Okay,
Yeah.
so she did still have to pay for letting a 2-year-old play with her phone.
Maybe.
I
At least
think
$90.
DoorDash was nice. And
Yeah, they were probably nice and refunded, but she said,
I don't
thought
know
I'd
if I
look.
would have.
DoorDash has actually been pretty good about giving me my money back if somebody gives me extra that I didn't order.
Yeah, but that came from inside the house. That call came from inside the house.
She says,
This
I
was
thought
not a
I'd-
screw up on anyone else's part.
She said, I thought I'd lock the phone, but apparently I didn't because then DoorDash came with 31 cheeseburgers. Golden was shocked at first, but then laughed about it. She decided to spread the love and offered up the burgers for free on her Facebook page. And that was it.
Aw.
But see, with me, I would have done two things. I probably, I love people and I love to help people out, but my poor ass would have saved the cheeseburgers for
I
a
would
week.
have, yeah.
Put them in the freezer.
Yeah,
know,
those
and then
for
microwave
breakfast,
just fine.
cheeseburgers.
Yeah, they do.
Also,
Yep.
I would probably, get on to my daughter a little bit and be like, you don't get on my phone and
Oh, that's all the 2-year-old would eat until they were gone.
Yeah.
and
You're
that.
having a cheeseburger for breakfast.
And
Mommy,
lunch.
can I have a
Here's your
donut?
lunch.
Yeah, but it's not a donut. It's a donut that tastes like a McDonald's cheeseburger, one of the 31 that you just ordered.
Yep. Yep.
Anybody else?
Oh, there's more. I have another one. I
Okay.
could skip right to the one that happened today.
What?
Or the other one that I have. I have 3.
I want to hear what happened today.
I brought 3. Well, I
Okay.
kind of wrote the headline just based on the news. 76-year-old Florida man who fled his previous job with boxes of classified documents is completely stunned today to find the FBI searching his Palm Beach home / resort hotel and arcade.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
I loved it.
Well done.
Wow.
I'm done.
That was good. That was good.
Great. I wonder how that's
Amanda,
going
you-
right now.
I don't know, but he's big mad. I know that.
You get props for that.
Thank you.
That was good.
He's
was
definitely
I was like,
poofed.
oh my God, this is gold on the day we're doing Florida Man.
That was
I
awesome.
loved it. It's like, oh man. He cleaned up.
And that's kind of a hamburger story too.
I'm gonna start calling it a hamburger.
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 You know what? If it's a chicken sandwich, it's a hamburger.
My story actually goes perfectly after
I'm mad
yours.
at you right now.
Yay.
Wait, no, I'm mad. I'm mad.
For what? For what?
Because it took me a second and then I got that joke. I'm mad at you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just look at you funny for the rest of this.
You will never think about hamburger the same way again, though.
I will not, and it's
You
all
know,
your
like
fault.
if I ever like want one of those, I don't know, Popeyes chicken sandwiches. Well, you know what? No, it's a Popeyes hamburger now
A
because
spicy hamburger.
yeah, yep. I'm sorry, man. I keep interrupting you, but
Jesus,
I'm fucking
growing on
hungry.
me.
I'm over
Okay.
here laughing because this is going to be funny when I say it.
Okay.
All right. The headline. The burglar was busted thanks to Cheeto dust on her teeth.
Are we sure it's Cheeto dust? Are we sure?
Oh, I told you.
It was
followed
windy that day,
perfectly.
and she was smiling.
Oh, okay. She was caught orange-handed. Okay, Courtney, this is the same. This is the New York Post site again. Okay, they
That
always
might be why he stopped wearing makeup, by the way. Because he seems to have stopped lately. There's a couple bad pictures out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was because... I'm sorry. Continue. It might have been because of the fingerprints. Go ahead. Sorry.
no Cheeto prints.
Yeah.
Okay, a woman was busted for a home invasion in Oklahoma thanks in part to Cheeto dust found in her teeth. Shannon Carr was arrested on first-degree burglary charge after allegedly committed the dangerously cheesy act Friday at home in Tulsa.
Dangerously.
Oh, my.
Oh, I love the people who write these. Cops say they arrived at the home that night where a mom of 2 young kids had called 911 to report that another lady had pried a screen off her window and gotten inside. The snack-loving sneak snack-loving sneak had already fled, but cops say they found a bag of Cheetos and a bottle of water on the floor near the open window.
Oh God.
Oh, my.
So she brought the snack with her.
This really is a food episode, right?
Yeah.
It is.
That's okay. So a few seconds later, however, Carr allegedly emerged from the shadows.
Wow. That was really dramatic, okay?
No,
He emerged.
I thought that was going somewhere
Right.
else. So the mom ID'd her as the invader, and the bust was further cemented when they found the incriminating orange snack food residue still stuck in her teeth.
Wow.
Cops think she dropped the bag while making her escape.
Again. Are we sure that it was Cheetos? Are we sure that she just didn't have butter teeth? Like she didn't brush her teeth very well?
Well, she had
This
Cheeto
sounds like
dust.
Cheeto dust.
So apparently a Tulsa police officer wrote on Facebook, quote, "A good reminder that Cheeto dust can be pretty hard to get rid of."
No kidding.
This is
You
true.
could probably
No
see that
kidding.
under a black light.
Yeah.
So.
I think that was a 90s commercial
Probably
for
could.
Chester.
Oh right.
Yeah, you probably
There
could.
was.
You-
I remember
it's
the
probably
exact
true.
one you're talking about. Yep.
Right?
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah. When they wipe
Right.
their hands
That
on
was
their
my 2.
shirt.
I love
That's all I
it.
came
So-
with tonight.
We've had hamburgers. We've had Cheetos. We've had Koolaid.
Oh, this
Potatoes.
could be food. So there you go.
So now it's time for after dinner beverages.
Ooh,
Okay.
fun.
Florida man. This is from my birthday, August 14th, 2017, from the Associated Press. Florida man wrecks liquor shop, blames hookah smoking caterpillar.
That's impressive.
I just want to go on record as saying Alice in Wonderland is one of my favorite movies. Anyway,
Yeah.
Crestview, Florida. A Florida man arrested for destroying a liquor store under construction told police he was Alice in Wonderland and that a hookah-smoking caterpillar ordered him to attack the site. Crestview police said in a post on Facebook that Matthew Horace Jones, of course he has 3 names, is accused of breaking into a fenced-in area and using a forklift to cause more than $100,000 in damage. He faces grand theft, larceny, and other charges. The police report says Jones aimed the forklift toward officers who stopped him at gunpoint. Police quoted Jones as identifying himself as Alice in Wonderland, blaming the attack on a hookah-smoking caterpillar and saying that he had a problem with building a place to sell alcohol. No lawyer is listed for him. I guess the hell not.
You're getting the prosecutor who doesn't have any cases right now.
He found the mushrooms, I guess. And
Bless you.
Maybe he should go ask Alice.
Right?
Yeah.
Curiouser and curiouser.
No.
Wow.
One makes you. How does that song go? One makes you. Oh man, that song go. Ask Alice.
Bless you. One makes you bigger. One makes you small.
Then one makes you drive a forklift into a
Wall.
Right. There we go. Remix.
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, I guess we have time for one more story.
Okay.
Whew.
Who's going?
You.
Okay. All right. I
You came prepared and packing with 3.
I did. Florida man accused of setting his own truck on fire to give deputies something to do.
So hold on.
Okaloosa County, Florida. A Florida man set his own truck up in flames because he wanted to give deputies something to do, according to the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office. Deputies said they received reports of a loud explosion on Mare Creek Road in Crestview on December 18th and found a 2002 Chevy Silverado fully engulfed in flames. When authorities arrived on the scene, 28-year-old Kevin Murphy immediately admitted starting the fire, records show. He was placed and handcuffed, and when deputies searched him, they said they found a glass pipe used to smoke methamphetamine in his pocket and a folded-up dollar bill with traces of meth in his wallet. When questioned, Murphy said he wanted something for the sheriff's office to do, and he wanted to give himself an early Christmas present. So he set his truck on fire, according to the affidavit. Records show Murphy claimed he poured gas inside the Chevy's cab and under the truck, then created a trail away from the vehicle and set the fire. Deputies said no one was injured, but the fire did cause minor damage to a nearby vehicle and building. The Dorcas Fire Department extinguished the flames. Murphy is facing charges of second-degree arson, possession of methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
What was the early Christmas gift?
I don't. Oh, if it made sense, it wouldn't be a Florida man story. It was either a new truck or you know how those volunteer firemen will set fires so they have a thing to do?
Right.
Maybe the entertainment of it all was his gift to himself. I don't know.
You know,
Or maybe the meth was the gift to
or maybe
himself.
I don't know. Something tells me the meth came before the truck fire. Wow. Just a hunch.
Probably, maybe.
Just a hunch.
That was a lot.
I love how not only this episode had everything, like it started with our arson, went into food, more food, even more food, ended with arson.
And then we ended with arson. Yeah.
We brought it full circle.
We brought it full circle.
We did. But also,
that's what we do.
We do. You know what? Well, we do now. So, no, your story was the epitome of Florida man. That was the Florida man.
It
story.
had everything.
All of them were good, but that one had meth. It had
a burning
somebody
truck.
that wanted to burn a truck for no reason.
Oh, honey, I'm pretty sure the Trump story has meth too. Just saying. I'm pretty sure.
You guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. This was fun.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun, and it's been so great to just like hang out and get to know you.
Me too.
We've got to do this again. There's got to be a second Not So Nefarious Criminals with Full Circle. It's got to happen.
We'd love that.
Yeah, we're
Assuming y'all eventually put this on y'all's public feed,
yes.
I'm just going to let everybody know that y'all can find most of our Not So Nefarious Criminals episodes on our Patreon only. So if Full Circle decides that they want to put this out for the public consumption, well, I'm sorry that y'all are going to hate me, but that's fine. I don't care. I do care because I really want y'all to know about like the serious crimes that we do. With that being said, our other podcast is A Nefarious Nightmare. We talk about a lot more serious stuff that we want to bring awareness to, and you can find us on just about any podcast platform. You can find us on YouTube as soon as I can update that, which I haven't had any time to do. I'm sorry. And we will continue working with Full Circle. We love you. Thank you so much for joining us and or having us.
Likewise.
Because you know what? We're sharing
fun.
the fucking episode. It is what it is.
Yeah.
There we
All
go.
right. Amanda, do you want to sign us off at some point? Like I normally sign us
Do we
off, but
have a sign off?
we really don't. Like
Wait,
you
do
know,
we have one?
Not for this one.
usually it's something like, don't
Don't
do
be a
meth-
dick.
No, well,
We're not doing that anymore.
That's usually
we
my
don't-
sign off.
It's my mantra.
Yeah.
well, before you sign off, I just want to remind everybody that if you have nothing to do, don't light your truck on fire.
Right.
And that's
And
it.
don't do meth. Nothing good ever comes from meth except stories.
Yeah. In which case, keep doing meth so we can talk about it.
Or that. Yeah. Or that.
What is your sign off?
What is our sign off?
Yes, you said you had a sign off.
Thank you for listening. I am Martha Madrigal.
And I am Charles Tyson Jr.
And this has been Full Circle, the podcast. You
All
did
right.
not, you fucked it up.
Oh, sorry.
That's what we do. Except normally I say, and this has been Full Circle, the podcast. And when I
There we
don't
go.
do, like, he jumps on it and all that, but yeah. You jumped
right.
the shark.
You know what? Speaking of sharks, no, that had nothing to do with anything. I'm gonna go.